Welcome again, Keepers of Light, and I call you that because you are just that. A Keeper of Light. Today I am going to discuss energy again, but this time in a more practical way so that you can get as a takeaway an example or various examples of how you can now begin to change your relationship to it. I have said, and it is commonly known, that everything is energy. Everything is energy. And so, when it comes to your day-to-day experience of it, you confront and you experience energy through your body. It happens so quickly, the translation of it, that you immediately have been able to come out and say right away that you're angry, or you're sad, or you're frustrated. It is a very wonderful thing that we as human beings have till now been able to get to this point where we can and we have put labels and assigned certain words to the energetic component of and differentiate the energetic nature by which each experience is signified. The thing that is now being called to be the thing that all light keepers are being called to is a more proactive and engaged way of engaging with energy. To demonstrate, if you look at every emotion that exists, because it is differentiated, because we have differentiated it in a linguistic fashion, we also can differentiate it in an energetic pattern basis. And so it could be said, and it is, that anger has its own energy frequency, that sadness and happiness and frustration, all of them have their own unique energy signatures. This is not to say that the experience of energy is the same for everyone. No, it is not to say that. It is to say that you have an ability to identify the energetic pattern of whatever emotion you have, that you are able to identify and to feel and to sense the energetic component behind it in your own unique way. And once you have been able to feel, to sense, to see the energy behind your emotions. You can, from that point of reference, you can convert, or rather you can downgrade or you can upgrade it. What more commonly happens is that people will encounter an emotion and do nothing about it. It is a more disempowered way of interacting with energy, in that you immediately assume a victim perspective in relation to it, in that we have been conditioned to believe that we have no power over that. The thing about Keepers of Light is that you are here because you are in the process of becoming a more empowered being, so that you can reflect back onto your level of reality. You can reflect outwards a more uplifted way of interacting with reality. And so it is important to be able to know what your emotions are on an energetic basis, not just to spout, to label it, and to stop there. You're not here to say to others, I feel so nervous, so worried about this topic here or there. You are not to just say those words and allow the nervousness and the worry to consume you to a point where you now enter your next reality as though you are at the whim of those energetic components. You are here as a keeper of light because you are here to uplift. You are one who is plugging back into the energetic core of framework that we all are. And to begin, you plug back into the experience of what it means to be in relation to your emotions from an energetic perspective. That is how you begin to uplift. Upliftment is not something that you will do. It is something that you are doing. something that you are being. Your future lies in who you will be being, as opposed to who or what you will be doing. Because energy has a feeling component to it. It can be converted. Now, if you try to convert a word, it seems impossible. It seems infeasible or not feasible. Because in the reality where we are engaged to life from the perspective of language, there are limitations there. Because language itself is limited. It cannot demonstrate the reality of what is. What is what is. It cannot be expressed in words, which is why making these recordings, is in itself a difficult endeavor, as my intention is to create an experiential experience. And so what I am and what you are and what we always will be is a light. That we are light, or a light ourselves, shining the way to the truth of things. Not the truth of things as how we see it, but the truth to things as how every individual being will see it. And so there is no truth to any of the words that I can ever or will ever say here. The only truth is in your experience, which is why we are here, for the experience of energy. Learning how to convert energy is not as difficult as it would seem, as long as you are dedicated to the process of purification. As long as you are dedicated to allowing experience to be a guide, and therefore yourself to be the guide. Of your own reality. You can move from anger from the energetic frequency of anger to a more uplifted energy. A lot of people try to do so by rationalizing And this process itself does and can work, but it is and can be a longer way to it than if you were to simply observe the energetic nature of each experience of emotion that you have, to differentiate how each of them feels like, to become aware that you are in the process of differentiating emotion throughout your day from a moment to moment basis. You are in the process of interpreting energy. The level that you are at now is not only interpreting energy, but becoming aware that you are interpreting energy. And because you are becoming aware of that, you are also becoming aware of your ability to differentiate which is which and what is what, to differentiate in a manner that is above the linguistic fashion of power, of interpreting, which is the level of power that we have assigned ourselves to as in general for the human population. You, and where we are all headed to, is no longer limiting ourselves to the definitions we have laid upon the experience of energy. Because the definitions themselves have, although they have served us up until now, they have served us well, and yet they have also been detrimental to those of us who are here to experience a higher level of being. And so this recording here, it is just the beginning of this discourse about energy. It is an intentional discourse that I have taken much time to engage in from a level of beingness that is not so much engaged to this conversation on a rational basis, but more so on an embodied demonstration. And this is so as to come to you as purely as I possibly can, so that not only will and am I communicating to you words, but expressing the purest energetic nature to them. And so, to conclude, you do have the ability to influence your reality. You, in effect, are creating your reality. However, you can only do so from an experiential basis. You cannot affect reality from the perspective of engaging it strictly from the level of pre-prescribed definitions you have to it. You, as a keeper of light, are here because you are coming and have come into your full ability to not only be in the flow, but to be the flow, as opposed to the resistance of all the energy that abounds. I am here to remind you of that. And so we are here on that same journey. It's self-unfolding in ways that are now and will remain indescribable. But yet still wonderful and fulfilling playing out of the potentials of reality that will not only uplift ourselves but uplift so many others, so that life is experienced at its purest, energetic nature. And so it is. Until next time.